MLB 翻訳通信の時間が始まりました。本日はドジャースの春季キャンプの様子から、山本由伸選手と大谷翔平選手の素晴らしい活躍をご紹介いたします。山本選手が操る5種類の多彩な変化球と、大谷選手が放つ迫力満点の強烈な打球にぜひご注目ください。動画の最後までお付き合いいただき、もしよろしければチャンネル登録をしていただけると大変嬉しく思います。
Inside our Sports Dead LA studio, joined today by Jerry Hairston Jr. Incredible to believe, Jerry, 24 hours from now, we're going to be talking about it being a wrap for spring training in Arizona for the Dodgers. Final tune-up today for Yoshi looked awfully good, and so did some of the hitters.
Yeah, I love the way Yoshi looked. 7 Ks today. Really looked sharp, used all his pitches. He is gearing up for that opening season debut in Japan. Looks sharp.
All right, 1 week from tomorrow, he will get the ball for that season opener in Japan. Right now, though, he's talking about his day with Kirsten Watson and the media.
Yoshi, for this to be your final tune-up to get through 5, just how did you feel out there and how ready are you for the now opening day in Tokyo?
今日、最後のオープン戦登板だったんですけども、東京に向けて準備は整ったっていう感じですか？
そうですね、しっかり強いボール投げられてましたし、最終登板で、しっかり手応えの感じられるピッチングができたと思います。
Because I think, because I'm ready, and then because I think my arm was pretty up to speed today, then I think I'm feeling ready.
When you came into, or even just this off season, how did you just prepare your body, prepare your mind to know that there is a very good chance you'd be opening in Tokyo? Is that kind of just the approach for you? Because everyone talked about how ready your body was coming into spring training.
オフシーズンからこのキャンプ入るにあたって、ひょっとしたら自分がその開幕投手を、任されるかもしれないっていうところがあった中で、どういう準備ができたと思いますか？
とにかく、体を健康にコンディションをよく保てましたし、気持ちの、面としてもすごく開幕を楽しみに練習に取り組めましたし、とにかくいい状態だったかなと思います。
I think I was at the beginning because I was feeling really healthy and physically and mentally, and then I was able to carry that into the spring training.
What are your thoughts as we're so close to going to Tokyo? How many family and friends will you have there? How much are you looking forward to this?
東京に、日本に、母国での試合ということで行くんですけども、その辺の楽しみとか、どうですか、気持ち的に？
そうですね、久しぶりに日本のマウンドで投げられるということが、すごく嬉しく思いますし、ファンの方も、皆さん楽しみにしてくださっていると思うので、とにかく、いい状態で全力で、プレーできたらなと思ってます。
I'm very looking forward to it, and then it's been a while, since last time I pitched there, and then I got family over there, and then, because I'm going to, because I'm trying to live up to a highest expectation.
Yeah, he certainly does have the highest of expectations, Jerry, especially year 2, all the confidence he was able to build last year. And if today was any sign, it's going to be a great start to the season for Yoshi.
Yeah, obviously he had everything working today in Arizona and gearing up for that opening day start. But he understands going in now. He understands being a rookie last year and having some success, and especially having postseason success. He came to spring training with some swag. Used all his pitches today, was extremely sharp. Love the fastball command, great split command as well as his breaking ball. So I'm excited, not just for his first start in Japan, because there's going to be a lot of hoopla. He is from there, obviously, but really his second year, really taking that next step of being one of the best pitchers in all of baseball.
Yeah, it's going to be a great 2025 for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Meantime, it's already a really good year for Dave Roberts, because a couple days after saying the contract talks were at the 1-yard line, Dave Roberts, according to multiple media reports, and the Dodgers have crossed that goal line on a new 4-year deal worth $32.4 million, making Doc the highest paid manager in the game. 9 years as the Dodgers skipper, his win percentage is .627. That would average out to better than 101 wins per season. He has 4 National League pennants, 2 World Series championships, and after today's 6-2 victory over the Arizona Diamondbacks, here is Doc with Kirsten Watson.
Well, Dave, we'll start with Yoshinobu Yamamoto today. What did you see from him for this to be his final tune-up of just the Cactus League and of spring training?
I thought he was sharp. I thought that first inning started to get a little bit longer, but I think the last 4 innings, he got his pitch count back, managed that, got through it. I thought he used the entire pitch mix, and I thought he came out of it, and it was a good spring for him.
Yeah, what a difference, a year makes. Last year, you guys were getting your eyes on him, kind of seeing how things were going to look, and for him to come in now, be that opening day. Just how impressed have you been in this small period of time with him?
It has been a small period of time, and I just think that he's really comfortable. He's in this environment where he's at as a big leaguer. He's very confident, and it's going to be exciting to see him make that first start.
It's not just the pitching, the offense. How did you see just from the quality of at-bats and seeing how ready really the stars are for now opening day?
I thought, across the board, I thought Shohei, hit a ball hard. Teo hit a ball hard. It was good to see Max square one up. I thought, Will, no results but for Will, but I thought he still looks good at the plate. And just across the board, I think, the folks, I think Tommy is really swinging the bat all spring. So guys are starting to kind of narrow their focus a lot more.
Tomorrow, Roki Sasaki will take the ball, his second outing of spring. What are you hoping to see from that one? And what is going to be the telling factor that he is going to be ready for the regular season?
I think for Roki tomorrow, the plan is to get him through 4 innings. And if we can do that, that'd be a good start. And, it's just kind of, we know the fastball plays. We know he likes his split. If he can mix in a few extra breaking balls, I think that'd be good. But I think the main thing with Roki is to get him through 4 to get that pitch count up.
All right, Dave, one more game of the Cactus League. Congrats. Congrats on this win.
I appreciate you.
All right, there's Dodgers skipper Dave Roberts. The Dodgers have not made this official. No announcement as of yet. It's probably going to be coming in the next day or so. But Dave Roberts likely headed to the Hall of Fame someday as a manager. His number 30, Jerry's probably going to be retired as well there at the stadium. He's had such an incredible and sometimes underappreciated run as the Dodgers skipper during his 9 seasons. This is very well deserved.
That is a great way to put it, underappreciated. In order to be able to manage superstars year to year, and listen, influx of superstars. He had a chance to manage Machado, Trey Turner, Scherzer, so many guys coming through the organization like a Corey Seager as well, and to be able to communicate with the young guys, veteran guys as well, and keep the train moving, put us in position to win every single year. It is an art to that. Yeah. Dave Roberts has done an incredible job, and last season, you see the hug here on the mound there in Cincinnati, making sure, hey, it's all about the person. But the way he managed the postseason, and fans, every fans remember this. It's not just about the analytics, because you have 26 heartbeats in that clubhouse, in that dugout, down in that bullpen and on that field. And be able to manage them, to manage a different type of personalities is huge. Nobody does it better, arguably right now in sports, than Dave Roberts.
It was a master class in being a manager last year during that October run for the Dodgers, becoming the World Series champions. As for the penultimate Cactus League game in Arizona, let's get right to the highlights. Dodgers taking on the D-backs, and here's Yoshi, his final tune-up before starting opening day in Japan. First batter of the game, Jerry, gets Corbin Carroll, and that bat's launched into the netting.
Yeah, thank God for the netting, because that was the exit velo on that bat toss, probably about 101 miles an hour. Great split in that first inning. First inning has been an issue for Yamamoto in the past.
Not today, 11 pitches needed. And then Shohei Ohtani leads off the bottom of the first. This is 118 miles an hour plus off the bat.
Yeah, outstanding bat speed and strength. Good to see Shohei having that bat speed. He is healthy, ready to go.
Last year, he only hit 3 balls all season, harder than this one right here he hit today. So I guess he's ready.
I think the shoulder's okay.
Yeah, Tommy Edman, he's looking pretty good as well. He follows up with a base hit as well.
And here he had a freeze, Shohei did, making sure that got through. He got first and third, nobody out.
Take another look at this. Shohei, base running.
And it's not just freezing on a line drive. You got to go back on a line drive, especially with no outs.
Freddie Freeman starting for the 3rd straight day in Cactus League play, and he looks ready as well. This ball is crushed.
Off the bat, I thought this was going out, but I think he got it towards the end. Great job of ball striking right there, getting into the gaps off the wall. 2-run double, Fat Five Freddie.
2-0 Dodgers in that bottom of the first. Freeman Swing looks locked in.
It is. The swing is right there. Just caught the end of the bat. And Thomas was shading, hit the left center field because he goes that way, unable to make the play.
So Yamamoto, he was in the dugout for a really long time because of that bottom of the first and also a pitching change. So he comes out top of the second, gets the called strike 3, wiggles out of a little bit of a jam.
And I like that he wasn't in a jam right there, but he got out of it.
Bottom 2, runners at first and second for Teoscar. That's a screamer to left.
Love that swing. Just a calm approach, foot down, lets the barrel fly through the zone. Teoscar Hernandez can flat out wait.
3-0 Dodgers. Jumps all over that pitch. Top 3, Yamamoto back out there. It's Kevin Graham swinging and missing. Whew.
Got a feel for that split early. And now it's carried it over. Love the command of that pitch.
Alec Thomas. Breaking ball gets him.
A 12-6 breaking ball.
1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto to the 4th inning. 1 out. Runners on the corners. And that pitch gets away, allows the runner to move up to second base. Then a couple pitches later, ground ball to the right side, scores a run.
Well, that's okay. Just looking for outs there, especially with a 3-0 lead. Now it's 3-1, chasing outs.
Bottom of the 4th inning. You don't like to see this. This one's going to hurt, Jerry.
Oh. Yeah, that never feels good. Shohei Ohtani obviously making contact. You're going to see the ball hit him in a region we don't like to discuss. Does not feel good.
Let's look at it again.
Yeah. This is why you wear a cup show, even as a designated hitter.
And he wanted no part of this at bat after that.
Leave.
Goes down swinging. We go to the 5th inning. Yamamoto back out there. Gets his 6th strikeout of the day.
That split is nasty. You wonder why so many hitters chase it. It looks like a fastball, and it darts out of the zone.
Gets another one. I think Graham for the 2nd time. Corbin Carroll, David Bodie at first, and also some nifty footwork here by Yoshi.
Main thing is he's healthy. You want to make sure, as a Bodie, obviously, I know he plays a variety of positions. You want to take an extra step or two and make sure you have a stern feed, keep it low, but Yamamoto makes a great play.
I don't know, Dancing with the Stars maybe in his future after that play. Bottom 5, James Outman up there with 2 down. Hae-Sung Kim, Zaire Hope on the bases. And this is going to be a wild pitch.
Catcher didn't have a chance there. Mercy.
Scores Kim to make it 4-1. Later in the at-bat, Outman rips that one to right field. That's going to be a triple.
Yeah, you take that triple. Now, you look at Carroll right there. Did he misplay it? Possibly, but I think it knuckled on him. Sometimes when that ball knuckles, kind of does funny things to the outfielder. That's why he was unable to make the play, but that means Outman squared it up. That is a great sign.
6th inning, Jack Dreyer pitching for the Dodgers. Alec Thomas the other way, testing Zaire Hope. We've seen him make a few of these plays.
And Zaire Hope has done a great job in left field, in camp, opening eyes.
He's not going to be able to catch this one off the bat of Gabriel Moreno. 5-2 in favor of the Dodgers. With that solo blast, 7th inning, 1 out for Alex Vesia on the mound, facing Angel Ortiz.
High fastball up there. Vesia in mid-season form, punching tickets.
Next batter, it's another one.
A cambio.
I was going to say, that looked like a cambio from Vesia.
Cambio from Vesia.
He was fired up after that. Bottom 7, Hae-Sung Kim just shoots it the other way.
He's been working on his swing, trying to get that foot down in time, not wrapping as much. Barrels it up right here.
Starts to look a lot better with the bats in his last 8 games. A couple batters later, 1 down for Hunter Fiducia. And he's going to tell Hae-Sung Kim, you better get running.
I love when hitters take advantage of a mistake up in the zone. That is center cut. Fiducia does not miss it.
Run scores. Dodgers get the win over the Diamondbacks by the final of 6-2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto went 5 innings. He gave up 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 7. Shohei Ohtani 1 for 3 with that ringing double. Freddie Freeman 1 for 2 with a double. Couple of RBIs, also walked. Tommy Edman 2 for 3. He scored twice. Teo reached base all 3 times. He went 2 for 2 with a double and a run batted in. Some notable dates coming up. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., the Dodgers' final Cactus League game with Roki Sasaki getting the ball. Wednesday, it's off to Japan. They will open the season next Tuesday and Wednesday in Tokyo against the Cubs. Then it's back to Southern California, March 23rd to begin the annual Freeway Series with the Angels. March 27th, it's the home opener against AL Cy Young Award winner Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers. World Series ring ceremony comes your way the following night. Carl's Jr. moment of the game. First inning, Jerry. Freddie Freeman. A 2-run double gave the Dodgers the early lead that they would never relinquish, and Freeman looks really good this spring.
Yeah, he's been locked in. I love that he's healthy. That is the most important thing. Ankle's all right. Be ready to go for the regular season. But this is a great swing, center cut. Gets it off the end. That's why it doesn't go out, but gets it enough, 2-run double.
Freddie Freeman looks ready for the regular season, as does Yoshinobu Yamamoto. 5 really impressive innings. What did you see from Yoshi in this one?
In order to be a really good starting pitcher, you need 3 pitches. Yamamoto now has 3 elite pitches. Let's go to the K zone and break him down. Now, we know the fastball command really was outstanding when he first got over here. He had a great split, but that curveball he's added last season, I think it's gotten better this year. Here's that splitter. Getting Carroll to swing and launches the bat up against the net. Here's another splitter. Looks like a fastball, darts out of the zone. And it's a 91-mile-an-hour split. Here's a slider. I haven't even mentioned that pitch. That is his 4th pitch. Here's that splitter again, outstanding pitch. There's that 12-6 hammer. Getting Thomas to chase. One more time, that splitter. Darts sometimes down and in and down and away to the left-handed batter. Outstanding movement once again. The cutter, his 5th pitch. Able to get on over right there. You're going to see the athleticism, John. Look at him doing the nice little MJ, and then MJ from the dance circle. Michael Jackson, toe tapping off that bag right there. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 pitches he featured today in Arizona. He looks locked in to me.
Great stuff from Yoshi. Can't wait to see him take the ball for Game 1 in Tokyo next Tuesday. Meantime, with more on the reports about a possible new contract, here's Dave Roberts again with Kirsten and the media.
Dave, I don't know how much you can talk about it, but contract getting done, good to get that part out of the way and get on to the season.
I can't talk so much about it, but I do think that there's finally some closure, and I'm excited. You know, obviously this is the place I want to be, so I'm sure I'll go into it more, but hopefully there's an announcement coming soon. I'm waiting, but this is a place I've always wanted to be, so I just love what we're doing. I think it's been a good spring training. I think our guys are ready to break camp and get to Tokyo, and our guys are in a good spot, so this is a pretty special day.
Important for you to have that closure that you can't fully discuss before being on?
Yeah, it is. I think that there's obviously things that are off the field that are important. Try to make sure that my focus stays on the players, the game, the Dodgers organization, and I think I've done a good job. But the other part of that stuff just kind of is part of the job, and I'm looking forward to some closure for sure.
So how's Yamamoto? 5 innings.
Yoshi was good. He was really good. I thought early on there were some near misses where the pitch count got built up a little bit, but to see him kind of recalibrate, reset, be efficient, make pitches through the next 4 innings, it was great. This was a really good camp for Yoshinobu, and looking for that first start in Tokyo.
Jerry, for the first time this spring, we've got a promo for a regular season game. Be sure to join us March 18th and 19th early, and I mean very early in the morning, for regular season baseball. Dodgers and Cubs in Tokyo. Games begin at 3 a.m. We will have live pregame coverage starting at 2 o'clock. Shohei, Yoshi, Roki all returning home. It's going to be a wild scene, and don't worry, Jerry, our entire staff will remind you when you need to be in the office for those games. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. You live practically across the street. All right, so Jerry, we love these spring training shows when you are the solo analyst, but for this block, I'm going to play along as well.
Really?
Yes, I am. We're going to begin, though, 1 week from the season opener. Jerry, who is your most important starting pitcher on this Dodgers roster?
I think it's going to be Tyler Glasnow. I think he has to make sure he has a great season, but the most important thing, he's got to have a great second half of the season and then on in the playoffs. When we have him to go along with Blake Snell, Yamamoto, and the rest of our starters, we are the best starting 5, 6, 7 in all of baseball. Right now, he is the most important starting pitching because we're going to need his innings and dominance.
I like that call. Tyler Glasnow is certainly a very important piece of this rotation. I went with the only left-hander, at least to start the season in the rotation, Blake Snell. I know he's won 2 Cy Youngs. One of those was in small market Tampa. One of them was in semi-small market San Diego. I want to see what he does now on the big stage here with the Dodgers. All the expectations, the new 5-year contract, and getting a chance to pitch deep into the month of October. So for me, it is Blake Snell as the most important starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. As for the bullpen, Jerry, give me your most important reliever this season.
Well, I think the guy who's going to get the lion's share of the closing duties, I'm going with Tanner Scott. I think Tanner Scott is the most important reliever, especially with Evan Phillips out, Michael Kopech out, Bruce Argrado out for some time. We have to have a guy that can get not only the big outs in the 9th inning, but also he may be asked to come in and pitch, maybe get a 2-inning save, 4-out save. So I think right now, as it says, Tanner Scott is the most important reliever for the Dodgers.
Certainly a very important pick right there. I'm going to go with the guy who was the most important pitcher in the Dodgers bullpen last October, and that was Blake Trinan. The way Dave Roberts leaned on him in October, first game against the Padres, 39 pitches thrown, an inning and 2/3. In his final game at Yankee Stadium, 2 1/3 innings, throws 42 pitches. And we remember that conversation, the quick conversation he had with Dave Roberts at Yankee Stadium. He said, "Doc, I'm not tired. Let me keep going." And great stuff from Blake Trinan all last October. We look forward to much more of the same this year. Now we're going to talk position players. Jerry, who's your most important position player?
I always go to the middle of the field. Okay, it could be a center fielder, it could be a catcher, pitcher, but I'm going to go position player, shortstop, Mookie Betts. That is the most important position player, not just defensively, but offensively as well. He sits right in the middle between Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman. He will help not only drive in runs, but also continue to set the table for Freddie Freeman, Tasker Hernandez, and Will Smith. Oh, by the way, he's also playing a very demanding position as the shortstop, everyday shortstop for your Dodgers. So he is the most important player in this lineup.
All right, I went with another guy, kind of the middle of the field. I took the catcher, though. I took Will Smith, back-to-back All-Star appearances, and we talked about him a few days ago as my X factor for this Dodgers team. But he's my most important player because of how he tailed off the last couple of years. He's been great behind the plate. He threw out more base runners than any other catcher in baseball last season. But to make this Dodgers lineup even deeper and stronger all season long, they need to get Will Smith back to being the offensive player he was before the All-Star break each of the last 2 seasons. All right, we've got time for the bench guys. Jerry, your most important player coming off the bench in 2025.
Well, I think he's going to get a lot of playing time. So I think he's more that super utility guy. Kike Hernandez is my guy. Listen, we know Kike, he has thrived in the postseason, but this spring, he has raked all fields, going the other way on a line, 2-strike approach, even in spring training. So he's looking to get a lot of playing time in center field, may get some time at second base, also at third base against a tough lefty. I think Kike Hernandez is the most important guy off that bench. I think he's going to get a lot of at-bats, especially now that he's put on those Clark Kent glasses.
Jerry, we are in complete agreement on this one. I'm taking Kike as well, and I don't even like to call him a bench player. I like to call him a super utility guy because he really could play every day, and he could play every day at almost any different position that you put him out there. And what you were talking about, how good he's been this spring, and Kike was saying it even at Dodger Fest. He knows that he's been a second-half player throughout his career. He knows he's been great in October, but he wants to show that he can do it over the course of a 162-game season. Look to Kike Hernandez to get a much better start to his 2025 and continue on another great run this year with the Dodgers. All right, still more to come. It is time to pack the bags. Just one more game tomorrow for the Dodgers and Cactus League play. Freddie Freeman probably won't play in that game because he's played 3 consecutive days in Arizona, Jerry, and all he's done this entire spring is hit .318. He leads the team in home runs with 3. He looks really good and ready to go.
Yeah, he locked in. Once again, we know Freddie Freeman, the biggest thing is making sure he's healthy for Japan, the start of the regular season and beyond. having that ankle surgery, I would admit, I thought he would be hesitant to really let the bat go. He's not hesitant at all. He's letting the bat fly. He's planning. He looks powerful, looks strong.
Yeah, you can tell when he runs the bases, still not quite at 100% with the ankle. He will continue treatment through at least the All-Star break to get back to 100%. Meantime, Blake Snell, he's one of those new faces here trying to win a World Series ring with the Dodgers. Yesterday, he made his second start of the spring, went 3 2/3 innings against the A's. He's expected to start one of the exhibition games Saturday in Japan, and then the home opener, likely against the Tigers. His final Cactus League numbers, 4 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk. He had 6 strikeouts. Now, he still has 17 days, Jerry, before his first start that's really going to truly count. What's your assessment of where he is at after making just 2 Cactus League starts?
He's just building, and that's the thing. I know we have to report on the numbers. Trust me. We as players, especially pitchers, do not care about the numbers. It's all making sure he's working on his command of his pitches. And really, I think he's working on that changeup. Trying to throw that changeup a lot more often. You see it right there, darting out of the zone to go along with that nasty breaking ball as well. So getting ready for the regular season, that's all he cares about. Forget about the numbers.
Yeah, if you look at his career, Jerry, in 9 spring trainings in his career, 6 of those 9 years, he had an ERA over 5 during the spring, and he's won 2 Cy Young, so nobody's going to panic about his numbers during spring training. Hae-Sung Kim has started to swing the bat a little better, Jerry. After starting off the spring, he was 1 for 14, but over his last 8 games, he's hitting about .380. What have you liked from Kim, and whether he could possibly be a guy that breaks camp with the big league club?
I love that he's making adjustments. You see him get that foot down on time and allowing that bat head to work for him. He's got really good hands. Remember, velocity is a lot better here than it was in Korea. He knows that. It may take him some time. It could take him a couple more weeks or maybe a couple months. But the biggest thing is he is aware. The hitting coaches are aware he needs to make that adjustment, and he's willing to make the adjustment. The thing I like about him, too, he works extremely hard. He doesn't take anything for granted. And he has another tool. He can fly. He can really, really run. So he knows contact is king if he's going to stay in the big leagues.
All right, it'll be an interesting decision to see if Hae-Sung Kim is on that opening day roster in Tokyo. Teoscar Hernandez, Jerry, we talk about so many of these guys looking ready to start this season. Teo continues to swing the bat well this spring. 2 more hits today, hitting about 300.
No surprise. Teoscar Hernandez is a pro's pro. He can hit in the middle of the lineup anywhere, whether it's 3rd, 4th, or 5th, it doesn't matter. He's a team guy. He can drive in runs against the righty, lefty. He doesn't matter. He's making that transition going from left field now to right field. He's going to make that seamlessly. As long as Teoscar is healthy, we know he's going to be productive. I know he's happy. He signed that multi-year contract. He's comfortable. We know when Teoscar is smiling and happy, we're going to get the very best of Teo.
He seems like he's always smiling, even when some of us might not be smiling. Teoscar Hernandez just loves the game, loves what he does, and loves playing for the Dodgers. Now, tomorrow's the final game of Cactus League play for the Dodgers as they host the Cleveland Guardians. The big story is going to be Roki Sasaki making his 2nd appearance of the spring, but his first in a starting role, Jerry. What do you want to see in Roki's final tune-up before he likely starts Game 2 in Tokyo?
A little bit more of the same. Okay, now hopefully an extra inning or 2 to go along with that. But that fastball command was there his last outing against the Reds. That split was definitely there. He threw 3 breaking balls. I'm hoping he throws maybe 5 to 7 breaking balls to go along with his split and fastball. If he shows he's got command of all 3 of those pitches, again, just shows he has command of it, I think he makes that start in Japan. I'm not really worried about the runs given up. I want to see how he looks. Does he have command? Because that's the most important thing. He's got command of those pitches.
Plus, no matter how good you are in Japan, Jerry, I imagine when players come over, they want to prove that they can do it here, that they can get guys out. And so just from a confidence standpoint, I think it would be big for him to have a good outing tomorrow.
Listen, Japan is a tremendous league. Korea is a great league. The Mexican league is a great league. But there's nothing like the big leagues. I've talked to everybody who's played in all sorts of leagues. This is the big leagues for a reason. It's the best players in the world in one league. So those guys are going to have a little nerves, and really rightfully so. They're trying to prove not only they can be here, but stay here and thrive here. That's where Sasaki's at. He's got the stuff. He's got the makeup. It's all about command and making sure he has a repetitive with his pitches and his delivery. So he's going to have some nerves, but I think he'll be just fine once he gets over that hump.
Amazing. Only 1 more game for the Dodgers in Arizona. Boy, it'd be so much fun to go to Japan Japan with this team, Jerry, to witness everything that they're going to experience. It's going to be quite a show over there.
They don't want me in Japan, John. No.
Are you banned from there, too? Is
I'm not banned from there because I'm going to try to play. I'm going to try to be like Mookie Betts.
For Jerry and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the final Cactus League game of the year at 1 o'clock.
最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。山本由伸選手の5種類の変化球と大谷翔平選手の強烈な打球、そしてフリーマン選手の安定した打撃など、ドジャースの強さを感じる内容でした。東京での開幕戦が今から待ち遠しいですね。これからも日本人選手の活躍をお伝えしていきますので、チャンネル登録をしてお待ちください。